Hey, I'm Mike Stroud with Morganton Live. Glad to be here today with Deborah Jones with the Burke Arts Council. Deborah, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I moved to Morganton from upstate New York in 2011. I moved here. My husband and I moved. I came for this job. It was a good time in our life to get out of the winters, and
Right.
and I love the arts, and so this job opportunity was it was a blessing, and
Right.
we had friends here that we were able to. That introduced us to Morganton,
Sure.
actually. So we, and I love this job, and Burke Arts Council was, was looking for a new director.
Right.
The director had retired or left after quite a while, and DeSanto was here, and so it was a good time for us
Right,
to move
right.
here. We have one daughter who at the time when we moved here was living in Colorado, and now they have moved to Charlottesville, Virginia.
Okay.
Have their family there, and so they're much closer, which is
Sure.
nice. And so that's, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we're glad you're here because I tell you, I've got a lot of friends that's moved from New York, upstate, and the Murrays. That they were great friends, and they've moved to Florida now to be closer to their family and stuff. But the Burke Arts Council, and so far, I'm so excited just to see that what you've done here already. It's an amazing place, and tell me a little bit about what's going on here at the Burke Arts
Well,
Council here in Morganton.
When I first came, we were in the jailhouse for.
Now, that was right by the courthouse,
Yeah.
right in the center of town
Well,
there.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was where the amphitheater is.
Okay, right,
exactly
right.
where the
new,
amphitheater.
yeah, awesome.
So the Burke Arts Council was established in like 1974.
Okay.
And so it's been around for a little bit and
Right.
nurtured plenty of artists.
Yeah.
And when I got here, like over the years, we had always been wanting to grow.
Right.
We were limited in so many ways.
Sure.
The city, the county used to own the jail, and then the city owned it, and was really good to us. Never charged us rent for the
Right.
space, and we made good use of the space.
Sure.
But we were never able to do like wasn't good natural light. There was,
Right.
there was some, old building
Drawbacks,
issues.
yeah.
So when the city told us they were going to take the building down and build the amphitheater, we felt like it was a really good opportunity. This is it. Let's grow like we have been wanting to.
Right.
So we found this fabulous building that
Yeah.
used to be a farm supply. With the Arney brothers owned
Okay.
it, and then it was plumbing, Swanson Plumbing and Heating.
I remember,
or
yeah.
maybe just plumbing. I'm not sure. And then it was a Ferguson
Yep.
supply. So, and then it was empty for quite a while. And I think when I first brought our architect to look at the space, and we were really, really amazed at the character and
Right.
the cool stuff, like
Exactly.
the old hardwood floors in
Yeah,
the ceiling.
it's beautiful
and,
in here.
yeah. So then it kind of, that's when it all started. And
Yeah.
that was in December 9th, 2019, 2020.
Right.
And then COVID came in March. So
Yeah.
so we were out of the jailhouse about end of May.
Right.
And started the demolition, and it's, and here we are.
Here we are. Man, it's incredible what you've done so far. I mean, it's just, I'm glad to see, the city's redefining itself, a lot of good things going on. And man, when you pull in, you see the mural on the side of the wall when you're coming into town, right there at the railroad trestle and stuff. It's a beautiful place. And you've done an amazing setup, just you and your team and the people that's working with you. And man, it's just, I can't wait to see the finished product,
Yeah, I know.
and all
Yeah.
the events and things that you've got in store, and it's exciting times.
Yeah, we have. We've almost completed the parking. The back spaces has to be finished in
Right.
order for us to be fully finished with phase one.
Sure.
And but the galleries are finished, and the kitchen is beautiful. We've been having cooking classes,
Yeah.
and the porch, the event space has been useful. So then, after we finish that, which hopefully late fall we'll finish
Right.
that, then we'll start our theater project.
Man.
And that will be 80 to 100 seat theater.
Wow.
We have designed drawings for it already, and then eventually, and hopefully soon after, this artist studio spaces
Right,
in the
yeah.
basement.
Yeah.
But it's a full basement
Right.
that is clean and dry, and
Yeah.
and it's just perfect. So.
Yeah, this is a beautiful space, and man, just all the diversity and the things that you're able to do now, and just seeing how it's growing, and it's just a wonderful space, and people are going to be so excited to be a part of what's going on here. What's some of the future things you see coming for things here at the Burke Arts Council?
Well, we have. A couple weeks ago, we did a theater program.
Okay.
Cody Watson directed some local actors. He came to me months ago and said, there are actors in the community and the surrounding communities that are just want to do community theater. And so when we first had the vision for the theater, it was children's.
Right.
It was mostly children's theater,
Sure.
but community theater, it was so successful. We had a four time. We had 3 nights and a matinee on a Sunday, and they were full each time. It was right here,
Right.
and it was just and the feedback has been amazing.
Yeah.
So we'll continue with the theater programs.
Sure.
We have lots of art classes
Right.
lined up, along with our cooking classes. We did a summer art camp this year that
Man.
we kind of planned. It was like kind of last minute because we didn't really know if we were going to be open for the summer, but we had a really successful summer art camp. So we'll be doing classes. We have the National Pastel show coming.
Man, that's exciting.
We'll do the photography show again, and
Right.
the glass show. The next exhibit that right now we have Jane Best and Marcia Hill,
Right.
and Karen Yost. And then we're going to do a Hendersonville artist. Her name is Olivia Gamboa,
Okay.
and she has her family is local in Morganton, but she lives in Hendersonville. And so we'll be doing some, and then First Frost,
Right.
our annual holiday exhibit, the Woodworker Show. So we have a lot of stuff planned.
Right.
We're doing a fundraising event on Saturday, the 23rd of
Okay.
September, where we have reached out to community leaders and paired them with an artist.
Okay, that's awesome.
So,
well, let's talk about that a little bit now.
Yeah.
Now, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this about?
Well, so what we've done is we have 9 community leaders, and so for instance, we have Ben and Libba are a community leader.
Okay.
So we have paired them with Alicia Matthews, who's a fashion designer.
Okay.
And they are creating a piece
For
for an auction.
Yeah.
So the event on the 23rd will be an auction.
oh man, that is a cool.
Kevin Baxter from School of Science and Math we've paired him with Courtney Long.
Okay,
They're
awesome.
creating something that what they create will be auctioned off. And
Yeah.
the things that these duos are
like collaborating.
collaborating on is really fun. Amy Brooks, the glass artist,
Yeah.
is working with Michael from the Bicycle Shop.
Yeah.
And we have Father Ken from the Catholic Church is working with Lulu, and they've created a painting.
Yeah. Oh man.
So that's and there'll be some other really fun silent auction pieces, and it'll be catered by Queen's Catering, and we'll have music. So that'll be a fun night, and the tickets are going on sale as we speak.
Okay. Now, what's the date again?
23rd
Okay.
of September at
23rd
6
of
o'clock,
September.
and it'll be here.
Man, that's the
and-
place you want to be at for sure.
Yeah. And we're finally going to do it's time to do our ribbon cutting.
Okay.
So that'll be September 14th.
Okay.
Here at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
The Burke County Chamber.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That'll be a big thing because
Yeah.
it feels like it's been quite a while.
Yeah, it's when you're behind the scenes, people don't realize, how much goes into it. And, it's, I've seen you here, after hours, I'll ride through town and I look over and I see, Deborah's in there working.
Yeah, it's been it's been teamwork. We've got a good team, and it's been great. There's been, obviously challenges,
Sure.
But otherwise, between our Robert Salisbury and Darren, our architects, and
Right.
Stuart McKee and his team, our contractors and board members and donors, the community has been unbelievable. This has really been, this is a community project
Yeah.
because the community has just stepped up,
Yeah.
and they've written checks and and just really been supportive. This couldn't have happened. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been some grants, and there's been we did get some money from Hugh Blackwell, and
Sure.
Warren Daniel have been good to us.
Sure.
But it's really been the community, and that really speaks to the support, our support. That,
Yeah.
That's what's kept us going, is that people are so supportive.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
That's what it takes. It takes all of us
It does.
as a community.
It really does.
I'm here with Deborah Jones. Deborah, thanks for being on the podcast, the Burke Arts Council. It's an amazing place you have here. You were telling me in the break about the cooking things and the different events and things you've got going on with the different artists and features.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, our cooking classes feature Laura Hicks, who's
Okay.
Queen's Catering. She's very talented, and she's a lot of fun. So we started, I think, like in June, we started some classes. We started like with Mediterranean
Right. Oh,
cooking, and then we did. We've actually done that twice because it's so popular. And then homemade pasta.
Oh, wow.
And we did empanadas. We did Asian theme. This coming next week, next Wednesday, we'll do sauces.
Wow.
And that's we do it in the kitchen here, 6 or 7 people.
Right.
And you have a full meal. You have some wine, and you participate in the preparation. And
You
a
might
lot
have
of
to have a
times-
bigger kitchen.
Yeah, I know. And we just, it's just a lot of fun. Laura's very talented. We have done, we do some fused glass classes.
Right.
And we're going to do, in September, a calligraphy 101. Beth
Wow.
Bailey will teach that. And mosaic stepping stones. And then Dan Hoyle always does in the fall is stained glass.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to be getting some watercolor,
Yeah.
some watercolor instructors to teach. So we'll grow our programming,
Yeah.
and hopefully, when we get the theater, that will be a multi-purpose space that we
Exactly.
can do some more classes.
Yeah.
Courtney Long is going to be doing some pottery.
Well, she's got some beautiful pieces. I'm drinking out of one.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
gorgeous. I mean, all the things that
Yeah.
you've got some beautiful artists here.
Yes, we
And-
are very, very, very lucky. Courtney also did the backsplash in the kitchen, which
Okay.
those tiles, each piece is hand painted.
Wow.
And there's thousands of them, I think. That truly was a labor of love
Yes.
for Courtney. And then she just finished these mugs that we'll be selling as a fundraiser.
Sure.
And Diane Enger did the fused glass.
Wow.
And there used to be a barn for storage
Uh-huh.
out there. That's
We
where
love barns.
Mitch Swanson stored, plumbing,
Right.
plumbing supplies. And it was a beautiful old barn. It was heart pine.
Right.
And so Lee Kirksey took some of the wood after we took it down, and he built a bar that is.
Wow.
It's in the kitchen, and it's movable. It's absolutely
Refurbished,
beautiful. Yeah.
restored, yeah, reclaimed.
Yeah, reclaimed, yeah.
Yeah.
And Amy Brooks did the lighting in the kitchen
Yeah.
from Paradise Glass. Oak Hill Iron
Right.
donated the slab bench. John Ferguson's done quite a bit.
There's so
of
many.
the woodworking. There are so many. So
It's a community.
It's a community, yeah.
And
yeah.
that's what's so neat about it is everybody's involved and, wants to see that. And more, you're kind of like leading the charge, just the Burke Arts Council and the team and all the different people in the community and the feel. And it's just amazing. I'm excited for what's happening here.
And we are, everybody, the board's really excited and that it's finally come to fruition. And the potential of what we can do with children.
Yes,
and,
that's our heart.
And just we collaborate with everybody, and we have collaborations with School of Science and Math.
Right. It's all right here.
Yeah, they're going to be doing some Friday night concerts here.
Right.
They're choral classes. We. Industrial Commons and TOS were involved, with their programming and the Morganton Cultural Arts and, of course, downtown Main Street.
Right. Everybody doing their part and everybody teaming up and fabricing together.
Teaming it up, yeah.
Yeah, that's showcasing. That's what I see you doing, too, is showcasing. People need to have a place where they can, showcase.
Shine.
Yeah, and shine. And you're providing that. And, man, the just the artist and all the talent is amazing, and what you're doing. I love the look and the feel of everything. It's just a beautiful spot.
Yeah, just keeping the old, the old and mixing it with the new. It's got the building's got a good vibe. Yeah. We did in May. We did the Blue Ridge Ukulele Festival.
Okay.
The inaugural. The Morganton Ukulele Society asked us if we would be interested in a ukulele festival. And
Sure.
So there was a lot of collaboration there, and we brought in some really big names and sold out, and worked with the Science and Math campus at the barn. We had one of the concerts there, and everything else was pretty much here. Friday night was a concert on the square, so it was a full weekend that was sold out. People
everywhere.
We had people from Florida and Texas and Kentucky and Tennessee. It was really an amazing weekend, and so we'll do it again this year in 2024.
It's exciting.
First weekend in May, and that really it brings a lot of people to Morganton. The restaurants were busy, the Fairfield was we blocked rooms there.
Right, you have to.
A lot of Airbnbs were filled, so it was a good weekend for everybody.
Yeah, I really believe that. I believe, Deborah, that Morganton is going to be a crown jewel, and I believe you're leading the way in that regard with the Burke Arts Council and the math and science and everybody. Everybody's involved, and Morganton's flourishing in that. And I'm so excited about the arts. For the next generation, the kids, and you having places where they can see those artists and see their talents, whether it's clay or, paintings or calligraphy, all these arts. I mean, that makes my heart feel good, for our next generation and for our community, because it celebrates everybody.
Yes. It does. It celebrates everybody and gives everybody a voice and an opportunity to, like I said, to shine. And it really doesn't. It's not how talented, and what level of artist you are, or
just that you're an artist, that you love it.
Yeah. That's what our mission is all
dream
about.
weavers.
Yeah, dream. Yep. Our little gallery, behind me there is that's open to local artists that just like crafts, like it's pottery and it's jewelry and woodworking, and it gives them an environment to sell their work, to collaborate with other artists, and that's what we're trying to do.
I can see that. Now tell me kind of the time frame where you kind of things maybe is going to be the end. You got the ribbon cutting coming up soon.
2 weeks.
That's awesome. But then, like, when the final stages are done, what do you look at? What's the time frame on that? We know,
I don't know. I thought we would have been. This was supposed to be open
right.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. It's always seems like it's a
Yeah.
struggle getting things done.
Yeah.
But fall, man, that's exciting. And then you're working on a theater.
Yeah.
And that's exciting,
Yeah.
just because of that, that space there being developed. But what's kind of the time frame you're looking at, maybe possibly?
Maybe next spring we
Okay.
could have that open and.
Okay. Like
it
this
depends.
coming? Like this fall now and
yeah,
then Christmas
yeah,
and
yeah.
2024.
May hope
Yeah,
so.
man,
At
that's-
least usable and
Yeah.
I mean that's a vision, that's a hope. That's
Yeah.
I'm a complete optimist. So
Yeah, man, I'm
so
with
I
you
always I always maybe I a little too overly optimistic. We do have a donor who's interested in providing a lot of the funding for the
Awesome.
theater, so that will give us a good start.
Awesome.
Fundraising, is always
Right.
is always there. It's
Sure.
always because that's what it's
Yeah.
been. But we have been really fortunate.
Yes.
So and the basement, I think that probably. The thing is that a lot of what we've already done, the structural
Right.
things, like the porches, the roof, here the doors and windows, insulation.
Right.
A lot of that is done.
Right.
Like plumbing and heating, and electric. So it's not going to be huge.
Right. Right.
Like this. So hopefully if we get right on it, we can.
Yeah.
We just finish the back and start there. And,
Yeah.
And our contractor's ready to go. We have drawings.
Yeah.
Darren has done drawings for us.
It's
and,
exciting.
So it is. It'll, and then we'll keep it going on here.
Yeah, I know. In the
So-
meantime, you'll be down here working and going at it. And,
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
Creating and opening doors for other people.
Yeah.
So.
And we have some. Last night there was Rotary. The Morganton Rotary Club held their. They have weekly meetings, and on the 5th, when there's a 5th Wednesday, there's a Rotary after hours. So,
Right.
so the Rotary Club was here last night for a party. We had some Christmas parties.
Awesome.
And we will be renting the space for any kind of function.
Okay, great.
And that's really good revenue for us.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's a great space. It decorates
Oh, yeah.
beautifully.
Oh, it is. It's a wonderful space, Deborah. I'm so excited about the future and everybody that's involved. And Morganton, just being. I really think your place, Deborah, is really like I said, coming into town. You see the mural, you see it. It's lit up, and it's just going to be awesome when people see it, get to experience the full effect of
Right.
what you're doing and the
Yeah.
team's working on.
Yeah. The mural was that was a grant. We were able to do that with a grant from the North Carolina Arts Council and the North Carolina Art Museum.
Okay, great.
And so we did a statewide call for artists and kind of did a search and
Sure.
narrowed down to Gabriel Getz, who's from Durham, North
Right.
Carolina, and so he did the mural, and
It's
it
beautiful.
encompasses all of Burke County. There's there's the culture,
Right.
there's furniture, there's the deaf
Exactly.
community, there's
All of it.
agriculture, music.
Yeah.
There's all components in that mural because he did weeks and weeks of work talking to the community.
Right.
Um,
Get a feel
so-
for what really need to go.
Yeah,
And it's-
yeah. And then in the basement, we had, there was an old molasses tank.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen that. But,
No, I have not.
so there was this old molasses tank, and we were told it would cost a fortune to have it removed, so we said, we'll just do something good with it. And Tom Mice, who's an extraordinary volunteer, stepped up to do the artwork, and now it's a gigantic yellow submarine.
Oh,
and,
my
and
goodness.
it's-
I got to see that.
It is beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Wow,
He and his wife,
molasses
Aude,
tank.
an old molasses tank that still had molasses in it after 60 years. And so we had it We got a environmental cleanup
Yeah.
company out of Lenore to come and take out the molasses. They had to
Right.
they cut the end
Clean
off
it
and
out.
got their hazmat suits on and took out 8 55-gallon drums
Wow.
of molasses that was still there.
Wow, I was
it was-
thinking just a little bit, you'd mop it up, but it was a
No,
lot.
It was a lot. It was a
Okay, it
lot.
was a
and
real
it was
tank.
fermenting. And, yeah.
Ugh.
So once we
Okay.
got that all cleaned up and dried out and everything, Tom
Yeah.
started working on it, and it's very cool.
Man.
So yeah, it's been teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork. Well, it's going to continue. And Deborah, thanks for taking time today. And I'm looking forward to a lot more things and featuring a lot more things and seeing the growth and everything you're doing here. Is anything that you would like to say about this? You know?
No, I think I said a lot.
You did.
Membership.
Membership, yes, tell us
people.
about that.
Membership keeps us. That's our biggest ongoing fundraiser.
Right.
We depend on people to family membership, individual. We have an artist level that's just $25 a year.
Exactly.
And
everybody can
and
do that.
everybody, yeah, and
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And
Well,
you
now,
get benefits with it. You get
just go
discounts.
to Burke Arts Council.
BurkeArts.org.
Okay.
Yeah. And don't forget about the oyster outing, too. I forgot
Okay.
about that.
Yeah, talk
That's
about that.
October 21st.
Okay.
Saturday on the square. This is like I think it's our 21st year. So
Okay.
that's always a
big.
great day.
Yeah, it is.
And that's our biggest fundraiser. We have Continental Divide and the oysters and shrimp, and
Right.
Phil from Timberwoods is our guy.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Phil can do it, boy.
Jeff Stark.
He feeds everybody.
yeah, it's a great event. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The breweries will be, and we
Exactly.
breweries will be there, and so and I hope I didn't leave anybody out
No,
or anything.
We're going to be doing this more. This is just
Yeah.
the start. Thanks, Deborah, once
Okay.
again. And
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us at Morganton Live. Stay tuned for more to come.